My name is Walter Ridley. I'm a former incarcerated inmate from San Quentin Prison. I did 20 years up there with Ricky Gaines. We're good friends, and he schooled me a little bit on how to get this Zoom. I've been out almost 8 months. I just got out from California's three-strike law. There's some things that I'm doing now in my life that I never did before. I'm surprising myself. Usually I'm back incarcerated after about 3 or 4 months. I was an addict. Crack was my preferable drug of choice. It ruined my life. I grew up in a dysfunctional family. My mother was on drugs. My father was on drugs. Sisters, my brothers. It was hard for me to get away from being incarcerated all my life. I didn't know anything. I didn't know no better. All I knew was to try to escape from a lot of pressures of growing up, hearing my sisters getting beat up by pimps, my mother walking the streets at night. She passed away in 1985 with cancer. I had a rough life, man. Been incarcerated so much. I haven't even been on the streets a year in 40 years. I got my C number in 1982, and I still have that C number in 2022. I haven't been out long enough to do parole. I'm always back in 3 months, 4 months. I learned some things now, so I'm using those tools. And I got out in March. I was able to go to 6 months transitional housing. Had to quit my job to come here because of the housing issue. I'm looking for work a little bit here and there. It came to a point in my life to where I'm staying with my sisters, and she's staying with a guy. You know, he's in a wheelchair, so I have to help in this area, that area. It was really a lot. And on top of that, there was other triggers that was around me, and I had to withstand a few things, right? But I came out with flying colors. A lot of people probably wrote me off or are trying to write me off like, ooh, how long is it going to take? Well, for me, it don't take long. I'd have already been locked up and incarcerated if I didn't use the tools that I learned in prison. I stop, think, I process everything I do. Even though there's trials and tribulations out here right now, I have to crawl before I walk. I got enough. I saved some money. Man, I saved money. I got a bank account. Really?
Some of us know you on this call, man. I know Jesse.
I know a bunch of y'all know me. Because the Clown, I just
Watch
talked
when you
to
hear
Clown.
from him.
Yeah, Clown said, hey, Walt, I'm on a Zoom call with Rick. I said, man, I'm trying to get on there. This technology is messing me up. Hold up. I went to the room, right?
World.
So
one of the things that's different between the contents of me and Walt, we done life sentences, but his was for 3 strikes, mine was for a violent crime. So there's a different level of turning citizen, a different level of people that's inside prison that's doing time. So I want y'all to have this context. That's all, and we'll explain it more later, Walt. Don't worry about it.
From the three strike perspective, I got too much time for the crime, but that's neither here nor there. I violated the law. When you've been doing crime all your life and been an addict, at some point, getting that 40 to life and doing 24 years on it, I can't see myself doing anything wrong to go back. Look, last night, quick, before y'all go, I met a young lady on Facebook. White lady, 63 years old, school teacher, right? Blah, blah, blah. I go by the LA airport, meet her. We help me with some unemployment stuff. Woo, woo, woo. Come to find out, she's an addict, right? I have to remove myself. So there's things and triggers, things that I learned in prison. When you run into certain situations, you remove yourself.
Man, we clapping
and you keep moving. Yeah, hey, but look, she called me the other day, talking about I'm in San Pedro, I got a room. She said, you want to come? And I thought about it. I said, well, you know, I'm kind of lonely, but then I thought about it. Now, what would I look like riding out there? Because I got to go out here for work next week and going out there, meeting this woman, knowing what she's about, right? And getting caught up. I said, I think not. It never entered my mind.
Thank you,
You leave toxic people alone.
Thank you, bro.
And then that's that. Yeah. And you're moving.
So look, y'all, that's Walt right there. Y'all gonna hear more.